All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I had got this feeling that here coming up soon, you're going to be running into someone. And I was asking why. And the universe was saying, listen, Pisces has a soul contract with this person. This person's either needing to take action towards Pisces, or you've been searching for something specific. And for some of you, what you don't know is that it's this person. But maybe they've been having a lot of grief and anger that they've been needing to resolve and to let go of, complete. So the world could be the difference between the way life used to be versus the way life is now. So I feel like for some of you here coming up in your near future, you're going to be running into someone that you've not seen in a while. I feel like as soon as you see them, whether it's across the room, across the store, across the trampoline park, wherever you run into this person at, you're going to have a choice in that moment. Do I want to continue for this to be in chaos, or do I want to go over there and say, hey, how have you been, stranger? I hope you're doing well. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be a lover. This is someone you've not seen in a while, you've not spoke to in a while. I feel like if you decide to have a conversation with them, it's going to be, I want to say inviting. It's going to be a good conversation. But I do feel like this could be someone part of your soul family, and that you have a soul contract with this person, but maybe this person in this relationship's been very difficult, very frustrating. This could be someone who felt like the relationship was too much drama. This could have been someone who didn't want to change. You could run into this person at a festival, just because I see this word and it just stuck out to me. It says festival. So it's a scripture from a Bible. But the one word that jumped out at me was festival. So you guys could be running into someone here coming up at the fair, at a festival, maybe going out trick-or-treating here coming up in October. Maybe this is a music festival. And the last time you seen this person either wasn't willing to change, or they were really difficult to deal with. And they could have been a karmic connection for you. You guys could have mirrored what needed to be evolved in one another. Why are you going to run into this person? Boundaries. Because you could have either set a boundary, you could have cut this person off, you could have blocked them. Why do you need to run into this person though? Why? Because there's a lesson here that's been learned. So, whenever you run into this person, there's going to be an opportunity for you guys to get to a place of peace or keep it in a place of chaos. This is someone who could have rejected you. This is someone who could have given you the cold shoulder. This is someone who could have been very aloof. And one minute they were in your life, the next minute they were not. I definitely see that you learned a lot around this person. You learned that maybe you were in a cycle and that it was time for you to break that cycle. You learned that not everyone is who they claim to be. Some people do keep up an appearance. Some people are not genuine. Some people live beyond their means. Some people don't want to change because they feel like changing is too much. It's too much. And that's very frustrating, that they would have to go through a difficult season to get what they want. The universe is making this take place because they do want you guys to reconcile in some sort of way, but it might not be the reconciliation you think. What do I mean by that? Some of you might be running into a parent that you've not seen in a few years, and this could give you the opportunity to be like, hey, how have you been? Now, this might be a parent that you call by their first name, but nevertheless, you could be running into them for you to see, okay, they've changed, but they're still not who I needed them to be. So that gives me peace of mind to know that I wasn't meant to be with that person. It gives me peace of mind to know that I was never going to get the mom that I wanted, the dad that I wanted, that I'm just going to have to take them at face value. It could be very beneficial for both of you to have this conversation and for you to see that, yes, this person could have been a huge part of your life at one point, but that this person could have also been at a place where they were searching for more, you were searching for more, and both of you realized that it wasn't one another. So whenever this takes place, you're going to be able to walk away from them and say, you know what, I'm so glad that we settled a dispute. I'm so glad that when I think of my mom, my dad, that lover that cheated on me, I might think of that, but I can also think about the fact that I seen them not too long ago, and we did the wave and was like, hey, how are you? Good, how are you? There's not hard feelings. I don't hate them. They don't hate me. I don't hope they get in a car wreck when they leave. It just is what it is. Sometimes it takes us getting out of a circumstance or a situation to recognize that maybe our emotions put a lot more power in that relationship or that circumstance than what it needed, what it deserved. An example would be, when I was younger, if you would cheat on me, you were going to know. I was going to damage your car. I'm going to burn your clothes. You're going to leave this relationship without something because you took something from me. But now that I'm older, I recognize that I don't have to do all that. I don't need to burn your clothes. I don't need to bust out the windows of your car, because when you're no longer getting phone calls from me, when I walk by you in the store and I act like you weren't even there, that the macaroni behind you had more power than you did, that within itself will speak volumes. But sometimes we have to recognize that maybe what we've been searching for is not possible. And then when we run into them or when we see them again, we recognize, wait, you at one point had so much power over me. You had the ability to maybe get me put in jail. You had the ability to make me cry before. You had the ability to make or break my day. If you didn't give me attention, my day was ruined. Yet here we are. I no longer yearn for a mom who's going to give me that loving, nurturing relationship. I no longer yearn for the lover that I thought you were going to be. You simply are. Now, whenever you see this person, I think you guys are going to recognize how different both of you are. How different both of you are, how both of you have changed, how both of you have evolved, and how maybe cutting off contact was crucial. It was crucial. I do see that someone here is in a nostalgic energy. So whether it's you or them. So when you guys run into one another, one of you or both of you are going to be thinking a lot about the past. Well, I remember when me and so-and-so did this. I remember when me and them were really trying to give it a shot and we thought we were meant to be together. There's going to be a little bit of bittersweet energy when you walk away from one another. I feel like for some of you, you're going to run into someone at a store. It's like you're going to be in your own little world. You're going to go around the corner and boom, there's going to be someone you didn't expect to see. You didn't expect to see. Maybe you didn't want to see them, but there they are. And you have two choices. You can ignore them or you can acknowledge them and see where the acknowledgement goes. If you acknowledge them, family, friend, lover, whoever, it is going to be a blessing. It might not turn out the way that you want it to. It might not be something where you guys leave and you're like, oh my God, me and so connected in Home Depot and he's the love of my life. She's the one that got away. It might be, you know, I'm really glad you're doing good. It was really good to see you. Send me a request on Facebook later. Send me an Instagram request later. I'd like to keep up with you. But that doesn't mean that you guys are going to be together. That doesn't mean that you're going to be inviting this family member back over for Christmas. I'm saying that if this gets to a place of peace, it's going to be slow moving, okay? It's going to be slow moving. Yeah, there's just someone who, see, once they see you, they're not going to be able to quit thinking of you. They're going to look back and go, you know, I really took a lot of my pain out on you. I was really difficult. I was frustrated. I didn't want to change. I wanted to be in control. This could be a parent who's going to tell you, you know, the reason I was so hard on you when you were little is because I needed control and I couldn't control my life. I was struggling financially, mentally, spiritually. I was struggling in my marriage. And the only thing I could control in that moment was you, because you were my kid. And if I told you to jump, you needed to say how high. And once that dynamic shifted for me, I didn't know how to be your parent anymore. And I know you'll never forgive me for what I did. I know I was difficult. I know I was hard to deal with. I know I was frustrating to be around. But I need you to know that I do see things different and I have changed. Can I take back what I did? Absolutely not. And it's taken me some time to forgive myself, to let go of the grief of being mean to you when you were little, when I was actually taking my anger out on you. That could be for some of you. This could be a parent who's going to apologize for their shitty behavior because they took out their difficulties in life on you. And if you've ever been part of that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The parents who maybe get mad at another person, so then they take it out on you. Well, I'm pissed at so-and-so, so that means I'm pissed at you. Instead of just looking at the kid and saying, listen, I'm overwhelmed. Can you please leave mom or dad alone right now? I can't. I'm not trying to snap on you, but I'm on edge, so I need you to go play. But this person didn't do that. Same if this is a lover. This could have been a lover who had life coming at them, but instead, they took it out on you. But you guys could have been mirroring one another. You both could have been the reason this relationship was in a place of chaos, if it is a relationship. Okay. What do you need to know about you running into this person? You need to know that this person can't get enough of you. You need to know that this person's hiding their feelings. You need to know that this person watches your social media. So, family member, friend, lover, whoever this is that you're going to be running into, they've been keeping tabs on you. This is a friend who looks you up. This is a lover where, yeah, it didn't work out. They were stubborn. They were frustrating. They've never quit thinking of you. They look you up every 3 months. I wonder what you're up to. I wonder how you've been. I wonder how you look these days. What's changed? That's what I'm saying here. What do you need to know about this relationship? And I'm going to wrap this up. You need to know that there's a change coming, that this is about to transform. And what you want it to transform into is up to both of you. You need to know that you're going to get some sort of an apology or communication that this person is interested in at least seeing where this could go if you're open. So whoever this is that you're going to run into, family, friend, lover, this person is going to say, listen, I've changed. I know you might not believe it. I know the mom that I was when I raised you, or the lover I was when I was with you, is not something you're proud of. I know it's a part of me you don't want to remember, and I'm sorry for that. Or this could be someone who, again, was maybe difficult to deal with. Maybe you were difficult to deal with, but there's going to be an underlying, let's start over. I care about you, you care about me. We need to forgive, we need to forget. We got to let go of any grief that we both have because we're both yearning for something more here. And it might not look like what we want it to look like. You know, maybe we couldn't figure it out as lovers because maybe we're not supposed to be lovers. Maybe you're supposed to be my best friend. Maybe we couldn't figure it out as mom and dad. Maybe we couldn't figure it out as mom and daughter because I always had the tendency to be your mother and you act like the child. So let's quit trying to have that dynamic and let's now just start it off as a friendship. That could be something that's going to take place here. You're going to run into this person so a new chapter can start, but the new chapter might look different than the past chapter. Yeah, the unknown. See, that's what I'm saying. And what this change and transformation looks like is unwritten, is unknown. You get to decide. When we say we want to change and transform this, what does that look like? Here's an example. I've been saying for months that I want to change and transform my room. It's still unknown. Why? Because I ain't taking action. I ain't done a damn thing. So yeah, I might want change and transformation, but until I start taking action to change and transform my room, get a new bed, get new nightstands, until I decide what avenue I want to go down, it is going to be unwritten. It is going to be unknown because I'm not taking any action. That's what I'm saying here. You both are wanting something more, and this is taking place in divine timing. Communication is going to be discussed about maybe some sense of toxicity. The devil could also be an energy of, I expect this from you, you expect this from me, and once we can't meet each other's expectations, this starts crumbling. Here's an example. I've not had the best relationship with my parents, but I tend to be a very forgiving person. I believe that my parents are human. I don't expect perfection, so I have the ability to forgive them for stuff that I know people cut their parents off for. But I don't expect my parents to be perfect. I don't expect my parents to pay for something just because I can't afford it. I don't expect my parents to go above and beyond to make me happy just because I'm their kid and I didn't ask to be brought into this world. When you start having expectations on someone, that's when you can set yourself in the relationship up for failure because they might not be able to meet those expectations. They might not even know that you got expectations. I feel like what's going to happen here is there's going to be a conversation about the expectations. Well, I expected you to do this. I expected you to show up like this. I expected that when you were my mom, you were going to do A, B, C, or D. Both of you have got to get to a place where you can speak about it, but also recognize that you've got to look at this from different eyes. Okay, well, as my friend, I expect you to take me into consideration. Okay, well, your friend might not show up the way that you do. Here's an example. I've got friends who want me, who expect me to have their back when they're doing shady shit. Been it, not in it. No. I'm not going to go around telling on you. However, I'm not going to be a part of it either. You want to cheat on your spouse, you do you, boo. I'm not in it. You want to go around and play games behind your girlfriend, your boyfriend's back, you do you, boo, but I'm not in it. You're not getting me in it. And if you expect me to be your best friend and go, but you're my best friend, you should have my back. Yeah, well, my best friend should have morals. My best friend should have some loyalty to what they claim they love, they care about. So that could be a two-way street. And that could end up leading to a fight or a disagreement because I don't agree with you, you don't agree with me. And now this has turned toxic because I expect you to show up the way that I show up and you expect me to show up the way you show up. So now we doing what? We just expecting. That's what I'm saying here. And you need to be careful of expecting things from others because that might lead to disappointment. And I think there's going to be a conversation about expectations. I think there's going to be a conversation about what you both want, what that can look like. I think there's going to be an awareness here of, let's start this off small. You know, I'm older now. I can't be mama's little girl, daddy's little girl, because we're starting our relationship. I'm in my 30s, you're in your 60s. However, we can start something new and at least give this a shot. But Spirit is saying, but don't go in there and expect them to know exactly what to do as your mom, as your dad, when maybe they've not been a mom or a dad for this long. Be realistic in what you're expecting from people. Be understanding, be compassionate, but also have boundaries and go, listen, if you want to keep me a secret pleasure, I'm out. If you want to allow people to disapprove of this relationship, I'm out. If you want to have an affair or keep something crazy or keep something secretive, or you tell people you're not talking to me and talk trash behind my back, but then you're up my butt. Boundary. Have self-respect, but also be understanding, be accommodating, and don't go around demanding you from other people because that can turn toxic. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there could have been a relationship that was very frustrating. It was a lot of drama. Neither one of you was willing to change, but now it's like, okay, we're not changing, we're compromising. And that's what I'm saying here. So you're going to be running into someone from your past here soon for you guys to realize that you never needed to change. You both just needed to compromise. Because when you love someone, you'll compromise. Okay? That is the truth. You're allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to be a brat. But if you love someone, you will compromise. That's what I'm saying here. So I'm going to leave it here. Have a blessed day.